There was a Marey museum in Beaune, opened in 1955 because of the depositum of the Collège de France. Marey had let his things in the Collège de France. Things means his cameras, his books, his notes, his cahiers, a lot of things. And the Collège de France deposited it. It's not a real gift. It's not a gift, it's a depositum. But in 97, we made a convention between the city of Beaune and the Collège de France to say that it's a perpetual depositum.
The museum was built in the year of Muybridge's death, interestingly, but about 6 months after he died. But he had bequeathed his equipment and his slides and discs to the people of Kingston and to the museum. So it's a very sort of fitting like foundation collection, if you like, of the museum. So that's quite nice.
After his death, he was forgotten. It's normal. It's normal. There was always a purgatory. He was forgotten scientifically speaking. And it's only in the 80s that scientific researchers rediscovered his work.
Can you talk me how was his last years until his death?
The only relatives that he had were his cousins, and he came to live with them here. Made friends, as I mentioned, with Benjamin Carter, the librarian, who ran the library, which the museum was built next to. According to Stephen Barber, they were more active than we had thought. He did still travel, and he did still give slideshows, presentations of his work.
Because of his ability to touch a lot of domains, he was not always seriously taken. You know what I mean?
Perfect. I wrote this phrase.
People now saying that he was a genius and he must be known. He is not recognized enough in the way of scientific. He is more recognized, I should say, now in the photography and in the cinema.
Here we have his his famous scrapbook.
That's right. That's right.
Why do you think he kept his life organizing his career? Is it another kind of obsession?
He had always been a good self-publicist. You know, he started off as a bookseller, and I think he had quite a good sort of business head, and obviously an eye to his reputation. He didn't want that to be, you know, ruined in any way, and he must have got a lot of glowing press for all of his different discoveries. And I suppose it's just a record of how kind of varied his achievements were. Stephen Barber's doing a lot of work on the scrapbook, and he's kind of talking about how Muybridge quite carefully curates his image. So, you know, it's very strong on what he achieved professionally.
What is absolutely incredible is to realize all the things he have done in his life, all the subjects he have approached. He is not a specialist, he is a generalist, but the fade, the dénominateur commun, how do you say le dénominateur commun, is the movement. So the movement can be the animals, the human beings, device that you throw in the air, the smoke, the liquid. Vibration can be the vibration of your larynx when you speak. You have the because if you think to the movement, it's a country, when you are in movement, it's a country of the death. Because when you are dead, you don't move anymore. The movement means the life. So Marey was interested by life.
And what do you think is his general importance of Muybridge in terms of art and science in the 19th century?
Well, I think he's one of those people who kind of brings those two spheres together. I mean, we think of them being separate now, and I think he's working at that kind of juncture, isn't he, where he is a very innovative thinker scientifically, but actually he's using it in a very creative way.
No, Marey is not an artist, absolutely not. He's a scientific. He has a scientific approach, he's a positivist, he believes in the experimentation. He is not an artist. Even if he has a sense of art, if he was a good drawer when he was young and he likes the piano, he likes the music, he's not an artist.
When he was a very old man, he was digging in the back garden, and he was digging a model of the Great Lakes in America. It was a model. He was making these pools of water and
Like a miniature?
Miniature.
Miniature.
As a hobby when he was an old man. Because he had to be busy. He always had to be doing something. And also, the rumour is that he always worked in the nude, so he had no clothes on, so he'd be digging away, And then he dies. Now, in the 70s, someone was doing some building work in the garden, and they found 5 Muybridge lantern slides. In the mid-90s, I had a call from Kingston Museum, and they said, we found some more pictures. And the lady who then owned the building had some more work done, and there was a whole box of pieces of glass with fragments of images on. And it was clear that at some point, a lot of glass pictures from Muybridge had gone into the garden. And my supposition is that when he died, most of those slides went to Mr. Lawrence, who gave them to the museum, but there was lots of other bits and pieces, and because of the holes in the garden that he had dug, they filled in the holes.
Like a grave?
Yeah, so there's probably more glass there, but there's now, I think there's a pool and there's a modern garden, there's no way you're going to dig it up.